It's holiday season, and what a perfect time to schedule for yourself or a friend a one-on-one personal spiritual encounter. Make it your Christmas gift this year, or a New Year blessing, so that you or someone you care about starts off the new year right, free from the torment and bondage of the enemy. So call right away and put that on your calendar, or enroll in the International School of Exorcism, a gift for yourself or someone you care about, to get the training that's necessary to know how to set yourself free and others free. There's an old adage that says the road to hell is paved with good intentions. The Bible looks at that in a similar perspective in several scriptures. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, "For by grace are you saved through faith, and that's not of yourselves, it is the gift of God. And it's not of works, lest any man should boast." Good intentions aren't enough. Jesus said in John 14:6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no man comes to the Father except by me." Good intentions aren't enough. Acts 4:12 says, "There is no salvation in any other. There's no other name given among men whereby we must be saved." Good intentions aren't enough. That's a hard truth in our compromising culture. But when it comes to eternity, good intentions are not enough. We need to be careful in everyday decisions about wrong intentionality. I did an encounter session recently with a woman who was raised a Christian but had taught yoga for more than 20 years. And when I challenged her about the dangers of that, it was really hard for her to accept it. But Christians today get involved in a lot of things they shouldn't. They don't understand the dangers. Not only yoga, but Tai Chi, Qigong, reflexology, iridology, acupuncture, mindful meditation, enneagrams, all kinds of new age things. And I've covered all of these in previous blogs and in our Book of World Religions, which I encourage you to read. But when I challenge people about these kinds of things, the response is usually this: well, how can it be evil if I'm not seeking Satan? It can't affect me if my motives are good. So let's talk about this thing that I call well-intentioned witchcraft. Let's go back to the topic of yoga. I think that's a good example. People who do yoga should consider the origin and the ownership, not only of yoga, but any practice that has questionable history to it. Yoga, for example, the ownership of that, it's Hindu, it's pagan, and it has been for 5,000 years. It's not mere physicality of disciplining the body. It's a synergistic approach to postures fomented by demons. It has been negatively consecrated for thousands of years by pagans. And you can't have these Christian come lately individuals who want to make it holy yoga consider the proprietary rights that demons have, the demonic authorship of practices like this. You can't just Christianize it, rebrand it, and say that it's harmless. Intentionality counts. I mentioned the Enneagram a little earlier. Now, the Enneagram is a new kind of predictive behavioral practice that is very much like astrology in terms of its divinatory approach to things, and it's sweeping the Christian community. But wait a minute, who started this whole idea of the Enneagram? Apostate Christians, shamans, spiritualists, people involved in witchcraft. The well's poison. You can't purify it by intent. If the origin is evil, you can't put a template of good upon it. I encourage you, stop and think. Before you become involved in something, do due diligence and figure out what's going on in the history, lest you become a victim of well-intentioned witchcraft. Cancel curses, break soul ties, cleanse your ancestry, and cast out demons. Enroll now in the International School of Exorcism and the Advanced Academy of Deliverance.
For the latest information on resources, seminars, conferences, training institutes, retreats, and international missions, go to boblarson.org. Thank you for your prayers and financial partnership.